better. I have my mic now. You might be surprised. You may have people around you that have been with you forever, but they don't really celebrate when good things are going on in your life. Or you might find yourself saying things like, oh, that's just who they are. But ask yourself, does it really work for you? And as you're on a growth journey, you're going to be probably looking for a new tribe, looking for new people, new communities, people that understand your growth journey, trying to be able to connect, um, because it's an evolution. It just keeps going. So what I will say, there's a couple of tips I have for you. First, the first most important thing about finding your tribe is that you have to know who you are. You have to be able to advocate for yourself, have healthy boundaries, know when something doesn't feel right. Don't just sit there and be in a situation that's not serving you. Nowhere in does it say that you have to do that. You have to be able to listen to yourself. Because if you're feeling good about yourself, you're automatically going to attract in better people into your life, right? Literally, your vibe attracts your tribe. So, how you show up and how you love yourself and how you believe in yourself is critical for this growth piece. If you're not doing that, then you could really be putting yourself in a situation where it's really hard for you to grow the way that you want to grow. If you have people around you that are not supporting you. And the key is everything that I do is about leading with authenticity and really being empowered in who you are. The first thing that you have to do if you are trying to find your tribe, who are your people, all that stuff, is that you have to know who you are. And when you do that, you understand what you stand for, what energizes you. Because when you're with people that are really in your zone and they're just working with you, all of a sudden you're having so much fun. You're having fun. You have people that are, even if you're off course, but they got you. They got you and they are not trying to knock you down. Sometimes when people aren't going on their own growth journey, that's when they like to knock other people down. And we don't talk about that. Okay. Thanks. Okay. I think that it's one of those things that when you are in the space of believing in yourself, you can see when things are appropriate and when things are not, and when um, what you stand for. And I think that that's the most important thing because you will automatically attract in different people. And you actually always are teaching people how to treat you. So if you are not in a good place, then you are really teaching other people to treat you not very well, or that you're ready for breadcrumbs or being second best. And that's not what we want. Not for your life if you're really going to be doing it and you're going to lead into this place where really great things are going to unfold. Now, the second part, if you're going to go find your tribe, where is your tribe? Maybe you believe it's all the people that you've been high school friends with. Maybe you believe it's all the people that, you went to kindergarten with. It might not be those people anymore. There's always new people on the horizon. And it could be some of them, but um, not all of them. But the most important part is that are they growing with you? Because sometimes people get stuck in their growth story. Maybe they're still talking about high school and you are in a very different chapter in your life. And I think that when we understand who we are, we can see that old conditioning. And in order for us to grow, we have to let those people go. And sometimes that might feel uncomfortable, but they always say reason, season, lifetime. So sometimes we have friends for a reason. Everybody here is meant to teach us something, either good or bad, but really here to teach you something. Another one is a season. They're here for a season. Maybe it's high school or whatever chapter, or maybe it's one of university, whatever it may be. It was short, but it was, you're learning. And then the last one is really a lifetime. And if you have a handful of those people that are going and growing on this trip with you, those are priceless people to have around. Okay. I think when we understand about the old conditioning, that maybe people are expecting you to be the same way that you always were when you were younger, or the expectations of family, of who they think you're supposed to be. But when we understand that that conditioning is not who you are, we are meant to grow while we're here. That is the whole point, right? We're supposed to grow. So we have to let go of things in order to do that. And that means that we will attract in new people when we do that. But you need people that are on the same frequency, same vibration, they're pulling in the same stuff and they're rooting for you. But when what happens sometimes is other people have um anyways, so rude. Other people might have actually done that ages ago, right? So maybe they haven't grown. Maybe they haven't moved to the next level and they're still stuck in that old chapter. But how are you supposed to be around them and do your thing if they're always wanting to do old things? And I think that that is really important to understand about releasing people. And really, it's about saying no to spaces that don't work for you. So your energy is really, really important. And I'm going to say this loud and clear. When you are commanding space and your energy, and someone is draining you, that could be someone who's playing victim, someone who's trying to take your energy, someone who's trying to make you feel bad, someone who's making comments that might be rude or derogatory. That's draining energy. But you can control, you can create the container, you can actually put these boundaries up and be like, doesn't even touch you. Doesn't even touch you because you're in a different space, a different frequency. You're moving into new territory. People that get stuck in that way of engaging, that's like draining old type of energy, and you don't want that around you. So I want you to think about, it's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to know that they were in your life at one point, but they're not meant to be in your life forever. And we just thank them for what they taught you at that particular time. The other part is following your energy. Who are the people that are around you that light you up, that you can laugh for hours with, who are warm and alive and they make you feel expansive? Maybe it's even like doing something like this. Like I find this a lot of fun to be able to hop on quickly and engage with you guys. I think it's awesome. But it's new territory, right? And it's one of those things that if you can create space that you are feeling vibrant, you're feeling fun, you're enjoying it, that's going to open up your tribe, right? Who knows who I might meet on this, or you might meet on social media. It's kind of interesting. But what happens is that when you are doing more things that you really enjoy and you're being more playful and you're doing your thing, then that's amazing. We want that. We want you to do that. And that's how you start finding the people that are like-minded and that are going to be boosters for you to really help you grow and do the things that you want to do out there. And I'm hoping that many of you, I don't know where some of you are located today. Do you want to put in the chat if you're on still? Um, Usually when I'm chatting, I'm talking to people all over the globe. And I have a show that I do Monday to Friday, and I talk to many individuals um, all over the globe. And it's incredible. This is when, like, your tribe can change. And that didn't exist pre-COVID. And now it's like it's just there. And it's there for many of us. So don't think that your tribe has to be the old group that you originally had. Community can be in many different ways. It can be very expansive. And social media can help you connect in that way, which I think is absolutely amazing. So when it could be like a workshop, it could be online communities, it could be places like maybe it's a bookstore, who knows? But where you have more like-minded interests and values. I think values are really important. When you look at the people that are in your life right now, are they really supporting the same types of values that you have? And if they don't, that's okay. But are they holding you back? Are they making you feel drained? Are they making you feel frustrated? They don't get you anymore? Then lean into that. Figure out what that's about because to me, there's something deeper there. Sometimes we have to let people go in order for us to grow and get to where we want to be. Okay. Then the last one, well, two more. I've got two more for you. Start showing up authentically with no mask. And I know that that could feel really weird, but start showing up in a way where you have no masks. So you're going to attract in very different people if you are 100% yourself. You're going to attract in other people that are being 100% themselves. There's such beauty in that. Our world is so set up in a way that it's so performative. Everybody has masks on all the time, and they're all trying to be certain things to certain people. But when you're doing that, the mask can get pretty heavy, and you may not be surrounding yourself with the people that are you think that really have your back. They may not. They might just be supporting the mask you're wearing. So think about that. But if you show up authentically, then you can get different results in your life. All of a sudden, you have people around you that are there for truth and they support you in a way that they're like, okay, yeah, I get you. I see you. Okay, we can take on over the world. We can do whatever. We can have a lot of fun. We can go for coffee or we can have deep conversations. It's all based on truth. We need more places where authenticity is a part of the community. It's a part of who is around us. But it all starts with us. It takes one person at a time to kind of go, am I being authentic with myself? And many people, many people out there, because this is the work I do, think they're authentic, but you can't be authentic without doing the work. The work is going in, getting to know other people on a much other, sorry, I just read a comment. Getting to know yourself. And a lot of us are fearful to do that. And once we can start facing it and doing this discovery, it's priceless. You will live a different life. And if you don't like things in your life right now, perhaps this is something to explore. Or if you have people in your life that are trying to knock you down every time you have an idea, every time you're trying to explore something new, every time that, you're growing and doing great things, it could be physically, it could be emotionally, it could be accomplishments. If they're not supporting you, forget it. Forget it. They're not your people. Just like there was rude comments here about appearances and stuff like that. You're not my people. Go turn the channel. I don't care. I'm not going to waste time on people that are low vibrational. This is not for you. This is for people that actually want to make change in their life, that actually want to know that there's more and you can do a little bit more. And when you understand that, that's great. That changes everything because you're not stuck in this place that you think you had to put up with stuff like that. It's not my vibe. So when we are leaning into our authenticity, it's really about leaning into your truth, leaning into love, compassion, being in a place of respect for yourself. Therefore, there's respect for others. And then you command different space. You command different people coming into your life, and it's priceless. So, a lot of times I have clients that are like, oh, my life is changing so much, and they're so excited and they're doing their thing. But then they're kind of caught. So they'll do work, but sometimes their environments are not adapting as quickly because the environment that they've been in has gotten them so far. but they may not be growing at the same rate. So I think it's something to really be aware of that can make a big difference. Okay. So, and the last one I would say is be the friend that you seek. Be the friend that you want out there in the world, and you will attract that. That's the way the universe works. It's kind of interesting. If you show up in a way, you set the bar, you put it out there, this is exactly what I want. This is who I want in my life. This is who I will be. You will get that back. But if you are being accepting of poor behavior, if you are compromising who you are or you have doubt, you're going to bring that in. So, this is why leaning into radical acceptance and understanding who you are on a much deeper level is extremely, extremely powerful. So, when I say to you, that was today's topic about leaning into finding your tribe. Maybe you have it already, but maybe you don't. And maybe you are growing and evolving. And now what? Just know that you can actually attract in new people that are going to continue with your growth on a much higher level. So I just want to say this today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm on this challenge. I will be on live again, but we will talk soon. So go out there and do a little audit. See who's in your life, and are they really supporters or are they haters? That's a that's a hard pill to swallow, but they're around. So just do a quick audit and know that whatever the response is, it's okay because you can make change today easily to attract in new people in your life. So thank you so much for coming today, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Oh, hey, how's it going? I just finished up, so thanks for popping in. I was just talking there a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. I just finished up. I was talking about attracting your tribe, and that if you are in a good place, you can if you're growing, there's a good chance that people around you may not be growing at the same speed. And if they're not growing at the same speed, they may not gel with you the same way. There's an evolution that happens when you are growing and moving to the next chapters of your life. So we have to know that that's okay. Oh, that's no problem. Thank you very much for coming and joining. I appreciate it. And super helpful. And see, new people in your tribe. You're meeting new people when you put yourself out there, and use the tools out there too. Like social media, we've talked about this. I'm on I do my show, which is like on my audio podcast, and I in a night I can have over 700 people listening, and they're all over the globe. And that to me is fascinating. These are people that would not have been connected the same way. And when we do that, I think it's extremely powerful. Okay. So I guess I'm going to get going. So thank you. Thank you so much for hopping on today. I will be back tomorrow for sure, because I made the commitment that I will come on and do a little bit of motivational speak, little pro tips. Um, yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna get going, and then we'll move into new space. And for those people that really are taking the tips, I wish you all the best. Okay, thanks a lot, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye. I know. Take care. Bye.